How y'all doing? This is Big Swoll, Randy Thornton, and in my last live video, I was in the middle of telling people about my depression, my battle with depression. And I got a phone call. It was from the hospital, and they just called, tell me, "Hey, but you got your medication." I thought they was calling me to tell me come in because I had a new heart, but that's just the way it is. But anyway. I was telling a story about how I was in college, and I went to my college football coach and I told him I was having some mental issues, and he benched me and kicked me off the team because I had mental problems. And it was sad because, like I said, I was a little kid just looking for help, and the University of Houston and the whole coaching staff, they turned their back on me. And like I said, I went from a second, third round pick to a free agent, and I still made it to the NFL. I still made it even though I had people try to block me, because I never forget when I was invited to rookie camp, I made it clear that I was going to kick ass and everything. And they didn't move me to linebacker. I played safety in college. They moved me to linebacker. And every drill, everything I did, I came in first. The university, Denver Broncos called me and said, "Randy, look, we want to offer you a 7-round pick contract." I'm like, "Wow." He said, "You can make the same money as a 7-round pick if you sign with us." So I signed with the Denver Broncos. So all my time playing professional football, even in Canada, and becoming a professional wrestler, I always battle depression. I could tell you many nights I hated being around people. I hated the world. But you have to remember, I am the best actor to ever walk this earth. I was able to sit in dark rooms and be depressed and give away all my property and go out in public like everything was happy. I could sit in dark rooms and have some of the most negative thoughts, that you can dream about. And then I go out in the public like, "Oh man, you're so happy, you look so nice. Yeah, you do the smile and stuff like that." And this is how I know I had depression, because I didn't know it was depression back then. I just thought I was crazy, This is how I know I had depression. I used to work for the FBI and the DEA as a motivational speaker. They would send me out to schools all over the United States doing anti-drug and bullying programs. I got invited to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I was to speak at Black Beaver County school system. So I checked in my hotel, and there's a video. Back then we had VHS. So there's a video in the VHS player. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was some kind of flick or something. So I was like, let me watch it, see what's going on here. And I turned it on. It was Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw was doing an interview, and he was talking about how he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, how he battled depression. He was talking about how he used to sit in dark rooms. He would talk about how he put, just go after practice, just go by himself, and he didn't want to be with nobody. He wanted to be around nobody. He hated everybody. And I stood up in the bed, was like, he's talking about me. Everything Terry Bradshaw was talking about, it was me he was talking about. I was like, wow. It's like he was talking to me. And so when I got back home, I put my pride on the side, And I've reached out for help through a psychiatrist. And for the first time, I got help. And people, I'm talking about, I went through years and years and years battling depression. I remember when I was with No Limit, I had all the money you can name. I had fame. I had houses, businesses. And one day I started giving shit away. I gave away 18-wheelers, trucks. My 18-wheelers. I gave a girl my beauty salon. I walked up and down saying like, you want this beauty salon? She's like, yeah, the girl used to work for me. I said, how much money you got in your pocket right now? She said, I got $300. I said, give it to me. She gave me the $300. I signed her paper. I said, it's yours. And she's like, what? I said, it's yours. Yeah. And I wish people stop thinking that being depressed is something to be ashamed and embarrassed about, because it's not. We all have mental problems. The rich, the poor, black, white, male, female. We all have mental problems. I think it's crazy when we go out and don't try to get help for our mental problem. I think that's crazy. And I listen to people talk and, mental issue is taboo. You don't talk about black issues. You don't do this. You don't do that. It's bullshit, because you help so many people. And one day, I want to meet Terry Bradshaw and tell him thank you. Because he really saved my life. I'm not bullshitting. Terry Bradshaw in this video saved my life. Until this day, I still watch the video sometimes, and I go on YouTube and I look at the video, and Terry Bradshaw. Who ever thought Terry Bradshaw saved my life? And I got help, and things got better. When you get help from depression, everything around you is better. The sky is more bluer. The air smells better. Anything you eat tastes better. Anything you see looks better. And that's just the way it is with depression. I don't wish depression on anybody, because depression is a bitch. Depression can make a rich man feel poor. Depression can make a beautiful woman feel ugly. Depression can make a very successful person feel poor. And that's just the way depression is. And I know there's some people looking at this video like, man, I'm not going to post, I'm not going to like it, I'm not going to share, because they're ashamed of depression. They're ashamed of it. And I understand, because that was me for a long time. And you just have to get help. Help. And don't say, oh, I can't afford to go see a psychiatrist. That's bullshit. There are so many people out there in programs to talk to people with depression, anxiety, or suicide for free. Free. All three of those topics I just named all have awareness programs that you can go to for free. And it's just very important, that we tell people the truth about depression. And I've known some very, very, very famous and rich people who suffer from depression. It's common. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It just happens. And people, have you ever thought about hurting yourself, or want to help people, and you want to get help for yourself? Go get help. Go get mental help. It's okay. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm a 6'6", 280-pound man, head full of muscles. I had driving a Porsche, you name it. I had all kind of fancy cars you can name. And I was still depressed. Still. And this is something I want to tell people around people that's depressed, that suffer from depression. Stop thinking it's you, that you didn't help that person enough, because when you fight depression, you throw away, or you push aside people that's trying to help you. And there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing you can do about depression. You know, you push people on the side. And people, I never forget one time, I have this friend, and she's the executive for one of the biggest record labels in the world. And me and her sat down. This woman was gorgeous, beautiful. She had everything, and she just started crying, talking about how depressed she was. You know, how, you know, she didn't feel love, you know. And people just got to realize it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know, do I want to sit here and preach all day about depression? If it helps somebody, I will. You know, if it helps. And, you know, I'm sitting at home, and, you know, I remember I was supposed to do something, and I'm just rambling on, but, you know, go get help. It's all right. Seriously. If you go out here and you find yourself wanting to hurt yourself or hurt somebody, get help. And especially in the African American community, it's a thing about, we just don't talk about mental health issues. It's taboo. You know, we don't talk about mental health issues, and we have this serious problem about not going to the doctor. And I'm telling people, I don't care if you're black, white, or green, get a medical examination once a year, mentally and physically, especially if you have, you know, physical problems. And I had a friend of mine told me, oh, you know, I don't have any mental issues. And I got real personal with her. I said, you in a relationship where your man kick your ass, beats the dog shit out of you, and you still staying with him, and you don't think you have mental issues? And she's like, wow, you didn't have to go like that, cuz. No, I had to go like that because I kept it real with her. You need help. And I know a lot of these women, oh, I got to stay and take this ass whipping, and all I need is money. No, you can go ahead and leave. You know, that's mental abuse. That's mental issues. You know, and I just want to tell everybody, thank you for the love. You know, I want to tell everybody who's waving, you know, and joining me on this, you know, thank you very much, because, you know, I have a platform. And the platform is, you know, prevention. It's to be an advocate for the people with mental issues, because a lot of them don't have voices. A lot of them don't have this kind of platform where they can reach out and tell people about what's going on. And you know, and I'm just one of those people that just want to help people. I don't want to make I don't want to make money, not a lot of money. I don't want to make money on anybody's pain. And it's just something I got to do. And I know, you know, I'm just waking up this morning, and I didn't comb my hair and stuff like that. But that's how real I want this conversation to be, because I'm a real brother. I'm not fake. Nothing's fake about me, you know. And this depression, we have to stop it. We have to battle it. And if anybody want to join me about this conversation, please, I'd be happy to talk to you, and we can share something. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just telling you my story, and I'm just telling people what happened to me. And I just want people to say, you know, thank you very much. As you could tell, the more I talk, the more raspy my voice is getting, and that's because of my heart condition. When I talk a lot, you know, my voice gets in this. You know, it's hard for me to, you know, breathe sometimes, but I'll fight through it, and it's just something that I just got to deal with. But I want people to remember, please, depression is a bitch. If you need help, go get help. If you know people that need help, get them help. even children. Right now, there's a program I was watching the other day. 37% of kids in the United States of America suffer from depression. 37% of kids, I'm talking about elementary school, middle school, and high school, are suffering from depression. Look at the other day, these kids out here stealing cars, getting in shootouts with policemen, all kind of crazy stuff just to get attention. That's mental problems. And people, again, I want to tell everybody thank you. I don't want to ramble on about, just any topic, but I want to say thank you. And again, I want to say thank you to Terry Bradshaw. I hope somebody sees this and tells him. And I'd love to meet him one day. And I want to say thank you to everybody. And if you're depressed, get help, please.